Hello Bridgerton fans, and welcome to another video where we dive into the intricacies of Season 3, Part 2. Today I will uncover 5 hidden meanings in the wedding scene that will blow your mind away.
Are you ready?
Number 1. The cake. If you didn't pay close attention, the cake was adorned with swans, and the story behind this might surprise you. Swans have appeared in Bridgerton before. If you recall, there was a memorable scene in Season 2 where Colin mistook a swan for a duck.
Purpose to their lives. Anthony is to be married. Benedict has his artistic pursuits, and, well, here I am, feeding the ducks.
In the book Romancing Mr. Bridgerton, Penelope refers to herself as the ugly duckling. Colin's mix-up in that scene hints at the ugly duckling story and how he has failed to see the swan in Penelope all this time. Additionally, a female swan is called a pen. Penelope's transformation from an ugly duckling to a swan is symbolically represented by the swans on the cake. She is no longer the ugly duckling, but has blossomed into a swan. But there is another theory to consider. We've seen swans in other significant scenes as well. Remember the scene in Queen Charlotte and in Bridgerton Season 3, Part 1, where Queen Charlotte wore a wig adorned with swans? This recurring motif can't be a coincidence. So what's the connection between Penelope, the Queen, and these swans? Swans symbolize wisdom and power, qualities that both Queen Charlotte and Penelope possess. We also know that the Polin story was inspired by the Eros and Psyche myth. In this analogy, Eros represents Colin, Psyche is Penelope, and Aphrodite is Queen Charlotte. Interestingly, Aphrodite is often depicted with swans. Given that Aphrodite and Psyche had a contentious relationship, similar to Queen Charlotte's animosity towards Lady Whistledown, the swans might signify that despite their differences, both women share qualities of wisdom, power, and independence. Number 2, the dress. Now, some of you might think I'm overanalyzing, but if you're a true Bridgerton fan, you know that almost everything in the show carries meaning. This wedding dress is no exception. Penelope has always worn dresses with U-shaped necklines that show off her beautiful figure. But on her wedding day, she opts for a V neckline. Take another look at the cake and then at her dress. Notice the V shape at the chest, the design on the arms, and the other V at her back. When you take a deep look at that V shape, you see that it resembles a heart. And what birds make a heart shape with their heads and necks as part of their courtship ritual? Swans. The heart-shaped neckline might symbolize Penelope and Colin's love. The design on Penelope's arms represents the wings of a swan, and the V at the back signifies the swan's tail. This dress carries a deeper meaning than you might imagine.
I, Colin Bridgerton.
Take the Colin Bridgerton.
Number 3, the music. This one is easier to spot, and I'm sure most of you noticed it. The song playing during the scene is Yellow by Coldplay, a nod to Penelope's signature colour.
And mine is yellow.
Penelope wore yellow constantly, a colour often associated with cowardice and fear. In the song, the singer describes how he was afraid and nervous to show his love until he ran across and jumped across for her, much like Penelope has always loved Colin but lacked the courage to tell him. The choice of yellow, as the song is particularly fitting. It reflects Penelope's journey from hiding her feelings to finally embracing her love for Colin.
With this ring, I thee wed.
With my body, I thee worship.
Number 4, the decorations. If you pay close attention to the mirror behind the cake, you'll notice it resembles the art on the floor during the Eros and Psyche dance in Part 1. The artwork depicts Eros holding Psyche, symbolizing Colin holding and protecting Penelope.
Penelope, you are a Bridgerton now.
Number 5, the colours. This ceremony officially unites the Featheringtons and the Bridgertons, symbolically transforming Penelope into a Bridgerton. Traditionally, as seen with Kate and Daphne, a married woman adopts her husband's family's signature colours. Penelope began wearing Bridgerton colours early on, so it's no surprise that blue features prominently in her wedding flowers. What's especially beautiful is seeing the Featheringtons also adorned in blue at the wedding. Lady Portia, known for her dislike of dull colours, especially the blues Penelope favoured, dons blue at this significant event. This choice signifies her full support for Penelope and her marriage. However, the Featheringtons' signature citrus colours weren't entirely eliminated. They linger in the background, symbolised by the presence of yellow, orange and red fruits. This subtle nod to the Featherington heritage ensures that while Penelope embraces her new family, she doesn't entirely abandon her roots. I'm thrilled to have shared these insights from the show with you all. If you noticed any other intriguing details or have thoughts to share, please drop them in the comments section below.